guys, I'm Darnisha.
And I'm Jermaine.
And this is our channel, Let's Stay Together. I believe this is our 6th video.
I believe so.
Yes, it is. And as you can see, we're back in our own living room. We're back in the States. Feels so good to be back home.
We are not sweating.
And we are not outside melting. I know we look so uncomfortable in that last video. It was beautiful out there, but it was definitely hot.
What'd you say? It was a different type of heat?
It was a different type of heat, y'all. So when you go down to Jamaica, just make sure you're prepared. Your sunscreen, less clothing as possible, and just be ready for that heat wave.
Yeah, and a good time. And to
have a good time. So I guess we want to go ahead and, kind of keep our format. Things will be kind of different today. So we want to talk about our J&D current event. So we're just kind of winging it today. So I guess the current event for me is preparing for the holidays, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we know how hectic it can be preparing for the holidays. I know myself, for Thanksgiving, I didn't cook anything. My husband, he cooked, a fried turkey?
I'm that guy.
Yeah, he does it every year. He does a great job on it. So that was just for Thanksgiving. We spent some time with his family. And now I'm in the process of decorating the house, putting the tree up, getting presents wrapped, and I'm just excited about this time of the year. Getting together with family is so important to us.
Yeah, and this year is our first year that we're going to be hosting Christmas coming up, so it's pretty exciting. More hectic because the honey-do list is getting longer and longer, so but it's alright, it's gonna be worth it. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah. This is like the best time of year, but to be honest, I'd be glad when it's over too, because it's like a breath of fresh air. Alright, so that's just our current event. That's some of the things that we're doing right now, just preparing for the holidays, and we just wanted to share that with you guys. Okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so we want to move on to our discussion of the day. And it's pretty much about our visit to Ocho Rios, Jamaica.
Yes.
So I wanted to start off with just that morning. Like, we had to wake up super early, guys. We had to wake up at 5 a.m. and we had to be out of the door by what time?
It was 5:45.
All
right, we headed out there. We going to Jamaica, y'all. How you excited?
Yep, I'm tired.
You tired?
I said I'm excited and I am tired.
All right. This is pretty exciting. First time going to Jamaica with my wife. Should be a fun time.
45. And we had to be to the Raleigh airport at a certain time. So I guess you guys know how that goes, baggage and checking in and all that stuff. And take note, guys, I don't like to fly. My husband loves to fly. He always talks about how that's the quickest travel. But me, if I could have got on a boat to Jamaica, I probably would have rather have done that. Yeah. So we had to take a plane from Raleigh to Charlotte. To Charlotte to Montego Bay, and we flew American,
right?
Which
American Airlines.
It was very comfortable. We did coach seating, but y'all, after seeing first class, our next flight is gonna be first class
all day,
every day. We don't care how much it costs. We need that elbow room on the plane.
That leg room.
Yeah, the leg room. Yeah. So how was the flight for you?
I mean, the flight to me was a flight. It was smooth skies for the most part all the way there. We did run into some clouds, which we all know create some turbulence and different things like that, but it was nothing dramatic and nothing scary at all. It was actually a pretty smooth flight.
Not for me, y'all. The whole time I was on the plane, I was praying. I had my earphones in my ear, and I probably looked out the window maybe 2 times. Yeah.
We had to download Psalms 91.
Yes, and we had to download Psalms 91 for me, just so I can read it and to keep my mind together.
Yeah.
So if you're not willing to fly, then I guess you won't be going to Jamaica. But if you want to fly, you want to get to Jamaica, just take that trip.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah. So we kind of want to go from day 1 to day 5, and we promise to try to keep things as short as possible. As we're talking about the trip, we're going to be inserting some clips of some pictures, some videos of the time that we spent down there.
Of whatever we have, because
yes.
You know, we wanted to enjoy ourselves, so we didn't have the camera with us
yes.
all the time, and we didn't take a million pictures.
Mm-hmm.
But what we do have, we'll try to insert them in the clip as we speak about it.
And I want to say, just take this moment, guys, to click on that subscribe button. Click it now so you can catch our videos that we post in the future, because we don't want just viewers. We want people who are going to subscribe and tune in every time we upload something. So go ahead and subscribe in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, guys. All right. Ooh, my bun fell down. Oh gosh.
It's fine.
All right, this is real life, y'all. This is real life.
Yeah, and it's staying in there.
So I guess that the first thing that we need to talk about is what happened when we first got, no, even before we got on the resort, you guys. We arrived at Montego Bay Airport.
Yeah.
And the first thing that we had to do, of course, we know, get your baggage and all that. But one of the first things was to check into, what is that club?
Club Mo Bay.
Club Mo Bay. You want to talk about that, babe?
Yeah, before, which was kind of weird, before we left to head to Jamaica, maybe a week or 2 before we actually flew out, I got an email saying, sign up for Club Mo Bay. It'll make your, I guess, coming through the airport a lot easier. Going through customs will be a breeze and different things like that. So I was like, you know what, this might be worth it. So when we got off of the airline, since we did sign up for Club Mo Bay, we had a person meeting us right at the terminal as we got off with the sign,
Mr. and Mrs. Thompson.
Absolutely. And when we met her, she introduced herself. She had our name. She said, welcome to Jamaica. And she immediately took us through customs.
Yes.
Now, when we saw that customs line, babe, what did you think?
I was just like, I'm tired and I do not want to stand in this long line.
When I say that line had about 100 to 200 people in that line, going through customs to show their passport and everything like that, we was like, oh man, we got to go through this.
Yeah.
But we did it because we had Club Mo Bay.
Yeah.
She took us right to the front of the line, and we skipped that whole process. We definitely doing Club Mo Bay is worth it.
Yeah.
What else about Club Mo Bay do you remember?
I don't want to speak too much about Club Mo Bay. I just, like the fact that we were skipped towards the front of the line, and then she finally got us into the part where there was it's actually called Club Mo Bay. The people or the staff, they'll take your bags and they'll escort you into this, looks like a small sitting area, but while you're in there, they'll give you drinks, they'll give you food, they'll give you snacks, and you'll just kind of chill there until it's time for your transportation to get there. So I think me and Jermaine probably sat there for 30 minutes in Club Mo Bay, and then they paged us to come out and to catch our little tour bus to go to Ochi.
Well, it wasn't a total tour, it was just a straight shuttle bus.
Well, it was a shuttle bus, but it was nice. We had plenty of room. We were probably up there with 6 other couples. So the ride, you guys, the ride was probably like an hour and 30 minutes just to get from the airport, which was in Montego Bay, to Ochi. So an hour and 30 minutes of just sightseeing, looking at the hillsides and the homes, and just looking at the locals was interesting to me because, it's a lot different down there. They do a lot of hanging out and fellowshipping and cooking on the side of the road. You don't really see that here in North Carolina. We're really country and we stay in our homes.
Yeah. So, I would say the ride was kind of tiring though. It was definitely after waking up as early as we did and getting through the airport, taking that hour and a half ride, hour 45-minute ride to Ochi was a little tiring. But once we got to Sandals, Once we got to Ocho Rios,
we were excited. Our energy levels went from here
our
to
energy
here.
definitely went up.
Yeah. So the thing is, when we got to the resort, our room wasn't ready. So we kind of had to walk along the resort. You know, we didn't have to walk our bags. We were able to leave our bags in the lobby area. And the first thing we did, we just, you know, walked around and we found a little place called the Jerk Shack.
Yep, so we just arrived at Sandals Ochi here in Ocho Rios, Jamaica, and we're having our first meal. What do you have then?
This looks like, well, it says sweet potatoes. Not like the sweet potatoes we eat back home, but it's good. We got a little bit of jerk chicken, and they gave us our third cup of rum punch.
Right, we got the rum punch. We got some pork here, and in this foil is some fish. I'm gonna turn this thing around to see if I can get some footage of that. This is my dinner for tonight, or at least meal number one. This is the pre-dinner. Got some pork, some fried dumpling, some fishes in here, and Danisha, she done ate all her food already. She got the jerk chicken, what is that, sweet potato?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So we're doing good. So far, so good. All right.
We went to the Jerk Shack where they just serve, like, you know, jerk chicken and sweet potatoes. They had pulled chicken and pork pieces. Just little small dishes for you to enjoy. And it was appropriate because we were able to stay there long enough until they called us to be escorted to our room by our butler.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, so you give rides too?
Yeah, man, this is your car.
This is our car. We're riding in our car right now.
So, but I'm telling you, if you're off.
Right, if you're off, right.
Once if it's finished, see the small buses that you see just pass?
Right.
You just walk up to one of those. Anywhere you see them, tell them your villa number or your room number, and they will bring you straight up to the room.
All right, great.
All right, that's if you're...
Yes.
Butler service. You can tell them about butler service.
Right, so staying at the Sandals Ochi Resort, we did do the Butler Village. So the butler did pretty much everything for us. If we wanted dinner reservations, if we wanted an excursion, if we wanted them to save us a spot on the beach or anything like that, the butler would take care of all of that for us.
Yes.
And the biggest thing that we used the butlers for was travel.
Yes.
From resort to resort. Because where we stayed at, it wasn't like in like a hotel type of area. It was in the villa area, which was a little walk away, maybe a 5-minute walk away from like where the pools and everything like that was at. So we was able to call our butler and say, hey,
at any time,
do you mind coming to pick us up and take us to the pool side or the beach side?
Yeah.
And he was able to do that for us.
And with Ocho Rios, there's actually two sections. We were on the hill side, and then across the street there's actually a beach side, and that's something else that the butler and transportation did for us. They would take us from the hillside to the beach side, and we'll, you know, insert some pictures for that as well. The room was nice. You know, when you first walk in, there's a nice little living area, and then to the left there's a nice little, I don't want to call it a kitchen, I'll call it a kitchenette, where they had a refrigerator with all different types of drinks and the coffee. And then if you go towards the back, it was our room, which was beautiful. They had it decorated for us. And then there's the bathroom area. And this is the whole villa. We were on the second floor, babe,
right,
and we had a nice view.
Yeah, so the villa was set up with, it was a building that had 4 living quarters in it. And so in our building, only 4 couples stayed there. And it was very nice. We had a nice view, and it came with a private pool.
Yes, it was nice.
The pool was only for the 4 couples that were staying in that Pacific villa. So yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah.
Would you like to pour a glass of champagne?
Sure.
Yeah. You go, my lady.
So just that first night, we didn't want to do very much. We wanted to just go out and see what we can find, and we did end up at the lobby, and they were throwing an all-white party. Yeah. And of course, me and Jermaine, we missed the memo because everybody had on all white, and I was the most colorful person out there.
Right, right.
But it was all good. We had a good time. We met nice people. We met another couple that had the same anniversary date as ours, and it was just so amazing just to meet them, and you know, hopefully we can run into them again, plan some things. But the night turned out very well.
Yeah, we pretty much kicked it with them the entire night.
Yeah.
And one thing that was cool about the all-white party was the DJs played music out loud up until a certain time.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you start seeing the staff members come with headphones.
Yeah.
One headphone had like a green light on it, the other headphone had a red light on it, and that's because there was two DJs playing two different styles of music on those headphones.
Right.
Yeah.
And they were doing this because around about 10 o'clock, you have a lot of older people that stay on the hillside, so you know they don't want to hear a bunch of music at night. So it turned into a headphone party, what you want to call a silent party. And it was kind of weird. Yeah, it was kind of weird seeing people just, you know, going crazy, and you know, you couldn't hear any music.
Right.
But it still turned out to be a lovely night. We didn't eat anywhere else on the resort, but we did order out in our room.
Yeah,
which
room service.
It was great.
24 hours a day.
24-hour room service. So that was the first night, guys, and we were beat. We were beat.
Yeah.
Yes. So just to let you guys know that this video is gonna be a little lengthy, but you guys, you stick in there with us. So just wanted to go day by day. We did 5 days. Day 1, and I got my little notes, y'all, because I gotta have them. I'm sorry, not day 1, but day 2 was actually the day of our anniversary.
Yeah.
November the 11th. That was the whole purpose of us going down there. And the first thing that Bae got scheduled for us was a massage on the beachfront in one of the little open cabanas.
We're on our way to get our anniversary couples massage on the beach.
Yeah, man.
Yes, it was amazing. Jermaine, we had the option of going out there totally naked in our robes, or we can just keep our underwear on, and we both just said, we just gonna go for it. So we were out there in our robes with nothing on.
Well, we had our swimsuits on.
Yeah.
We were planning on going to the beach afterwards. So you know, when you wear swim trunks, you don't wear underwear.
Yeah.
You know, so when I took my swim trunks off, all I could put on was the robe.
Okay. Yeah, so that whole time we had an hour massage on the ocean front. You didn't need any music because the waves crashing up on the shore. Oh man, it was peaceful.
So like when you go to get a regular massage, you know, they put the massage music on, or the different soundscapes on it, different things like that. But being in Jamaica, getting the massage right there on the beach, where the waves are crashing against the rocks, and you get that nice breeze that hits you. It was, I haven't experienced anything like it before.
Right, very, very comfortable, you guys.
Very expensive, you guys.
Very expensive.
But it was well worth it though.
Yes. So even before we left out the room, guys, we did order breakfast inside of the room. But we did order in, and breakfast was awesome. So make sure if you're gonna go there, you order in, because it'll be a great experience. That night, you guys, we had our butler to schedule a dinner for us, or schedule reservations for us in a restaurant called Hold on, I got it written down. La Gourmet. Yeah,
it was a French restaurant.
French restaurant.
And we don't speak French, so pardon us.
So it was nice. That was nice. That was one of the first restaurants that we ate at. Food was good. You would think that Chef, what's that famous chef called?
Chef Boyardee.
No. You would think a famous chef was in that kitchen. That's how good that food was. That's how good it was.
Oh, Chef Ramsay, Gordon Ramsay or something like that?
Yeah, that's his name. I was gonna say that.
So what's good about eating on the resort is that you can order however much you want. You know, if there's 10 appetizers on there, you can order all 10 appetizers.
Yes.
If there's 10 entrees, you can order all 10 entrees, and the same with the desserts. You can order whatever you want, however, whatever amount you want, you can order it and they'll bring it to you.
Right. So to end our day 2, we actually linked back up with the other couple who had the same anniversary date. And that night was so special to me because me and Jermaine, you know, we're men and women of God, and they were too, and we just had the longest conversation about God. And it just reminded me so much that I don't care where you go, what am I trying to say? I don't care where you go, keep God in the midst of it. I don't care where you go. And that night just ended so nice. It was nice, guys. It was nice.
Nice. The first night when we met them, it was cool because it was at the all-white party. We were just kind of chilling. We didn't know anybody, they didn't know anybody, and you know, we had room at our table. They sat down with us. But that second night, we really was able to build a bond with this other couple, and what I would call lasting friendship. So now we're friends. We exchange numbers, and we'll keep in touch with them.
Yeah. Hey, Corey.
What's up, Mike?
Alright, so I don't know if I may have left this out. I don't know if this happened on day 2 or day 3, but I kind of feel like that butler party was on day 3.
No,
was it?
Day 2 was the same. It was right before we went to eat dinner.
Okay, so guys, we actually had that same day. We actually had something called a butler party where you just get to wild out with your.
I started a little too.
Day 3, guys. So keeping it short, we did order in for breakfast again that morning, which was most appropriate. We had the famous Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee, best coffee I ever had. We even bought a pound home. That's how good it was, and we're probably not going to drink any other type of coffee anymore.
Yeah, I don't see how we can.
I don't even want Folgers and Starbucks and that stuff. And this Blue Mountain stuff is the real deal.
Absolutely.
So this particular day, day 3, we actually scheduled an excursion. And you want to talk about the excursion?
So we went on the Blue Mountain bike ride excursion. And what that basically was they picked us up that morning, and they drove us. It had to be a good 2 hours.
2 hours just to get to our excursion.
2 hours to get to the excursion. But again, being able to ride in the shuttle to these different places on the island is good because you get to see how the locals live. You get to see their houses. You get to see their towns and the communities that they're in.
Right.
So it was a good experience to just experience that, but it was still long.
Yeah.
On the way up to the mountain, this was a real deal mountain, you guys. And if you've ever been to Jamaica, you know that the roads in Jamaica aren't like the roads here in the States.
They were this big.
Their 2-lane roads
This big.
is the equivalent of our 1-lane road.
Yes.
And you got 2 vehicles trying to come down.
On the opposite side
Right.
of how America does it.
Right, so they drive on the left side of the island. Now we're going up a mountain. This is the scariest part about this whole trip. Was going up the mountain. They're driving on the left side of the road. There's cars coming down. So the guy on the left side of the road, you have to kind of move over a little bit. But we're on a mountain.
Yes.
There's no guardrails.
Right. So when you're looking down, you're looking down on the edge of the mountain.
Absolutely.
If everybody on the side of the shoulder would have leaned to the left, we probably would have went over.
Yeah.
That's how scary it was.
Yeah.
But we made it to the top of the mountain, 5,500 feet in the air. And once we got to the top of the mountain, we were able to eat. They gave us breakfast again. So we ate twice that morning. And then we were taken further up the mountain to go get our bikes. So, and Jermaine has some clips for this too. So we rode our bikes back down the mountain. And I think that was like a 30-minute ride down the mountain. And you had to watch out for potholes and rocks and loose gravel, because if you didn't, your bike would slide and you would fall. And somebody unfortunately did fall off their bike while we were on the mountain. Yeah.
Right. But he was okay though. Luckily he didn't fall off the mountain. He just fell off his bike.
No, he didn't fall off the mountain. He just fell off his bike.
But the bike ride down was a smooth ride. And we really enjoyed ourselves going on the bike ride down. It wasn't as scary as going up because, as we know, bikes aren't as big as cars. So we all had an easy time riding the bikes, and it was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Now I do want to say there was a guy that was taking our pictures, and we did pay for the pictures. And until this day, we still have not gotten our pictures.
We have not gotten those pictures. We paid
$40
for the package. And yeah, he got our emails, and we were supposed to get an email to us that day, but we did not get those pictures. So
yeah,
that's unfortunate. I don't think it was. You know, it probably wasn't a scam or anything like that. It was just we hope that maybe he just lost our email,
he just forgot about
maybe
us.
he just forgot about
It'd
us.
be nice to get those pictures though.
Right. Right.
So once we got back towards the end of the mountain, there was a waterfall that some of the people got into. I didn't get in there because I just wasn't gonna do it. But it was a beautiful waterfall that people got in and they played in it. And Jermaine, he stuck his feet in there, but it was so cold he just got back out.
That water was cold.
Yeah, but it was nice, and we'll try to insert something for that as well.
Yeah. Also, one thing I did enjoy about obviously riding down the mountain and seeing that, I guess, lagoon area with the waterfall, they actually took the time to explain to us how they harvest the coffee. How they showed us how it started out as berries, and then they showed us how they take the seed out of the berries and they dry it out in order to make the actual coffee bean that we grind up and drink today.
And at this stage, it is ready to be roasted, but it still doesn't smell or taste nothing like coffee. These are just dry beans, okay? Now this right here is after 20 minutes on the fire. And at this stage, it smells and tastes everything like coffee. Now I'm going to let you guys take a and you'll be pouring like this. Let all the beans smash. This is the reason why I have such big muscles in it. Now after we grinded the beans, then this is what it becomes.
Wow.
And at this stage, it is ready to make a 100% Lumuten coffee. Alright? You could feel free to take a closer look and smell of both of them and pass them around.
So that was a pretty cool experience on learning how they did that, because that's something I've never seen before. Something else that also what was interesting was we saw banana trees.
Yeah, the island was very resourceful, guys. Coffee, banana trees. pineapple plants. I mean, it was a lot. It was a lot of things that we saw while we were on that mountain. So Jamaica's a very resourceful place if you ever decide to go down there and just stay.
Yeah, I mean, being able to live off the land and forage right from your own backyard will be something that I would absolutely love to be able to do here in the States, but we don't know how to do that. But they've been doing it for centuries over there, and they've mastered it. Just being able to go in your backyard and just pull a pineapple out the ground or pull a banana off the tree, just using what you need for that day or whatever the case may be.
So guys, once we got back to the resort, we planned on going to the seafood restaurant that was on the resort. We went back to the room and refreshened up, and we had dinner at the seafood restaurant, which it was outdoors. Yeah. We had outdoor seating, and it was already dark outside, so we had dinner under the moonlight and stars.
And that was on the beach too. That was the water side.
Yeah, that was on the water side. It was nice. Yeah. It was really, really nice. So we ended that night with time in our pool at our villa, and thank God it was just me and Jermaine at the time, so we were able to get in the pool and just to enjoy each other. And then once we got out the pool, y'all, we just went to bed because we were tired from the long journey. Our day started out at 8 o'clock in the morning and ended late, so we were tired.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, one thing, going back real quick to our anniversary day, we forgot to tell them what our butlers did for us. So, we just got back from our massage by the beach. We had dinner. I mean, we had lunch, and we've been out all day. Just came back to the room, and then look what's on the bed.
It's so sweet.
Look what's on the bed. That's nice.
Happy anniversary.
And you know, our butler did that. We have a butler suite, so he set that up for us all nice and stuff. And he also did something else for us. Y'all come follow me to the bathroom. Look at that. Look at that. Our butler set us up real nice. Hit that light there.
That's the first.
Oh, that's the only light that's on.
No, these lights come on. I just don't know how to turn them on.
But that looks really good. He set up a nice little bubble bath for us. And I have no idea why he put flowers in the toilet, but hey, it works. Put flowers in the toilet, put the roses, to put the little, whatever the greenery is up there. It's very beautiful, very nice. I guess Darnisha's going to jump in there and use that now. I'll just have to wait. So yeah, the butler, you know, set us up real nice on our anniversary night with setting up the bathtub with the bubble bath and the rose petals and different things like that. And it was very unexpected when you walk in the room that he prepared that for us.
Yeah, it was nice. I appreciated all the time and effort that he put into it. All right. So yeah, shout out to Richardo
the butler.
Richardo the butler, and also our other butler, O'Shane. He was our other butler when Richardo was not working his shift.
Right, so we had actually two butlers there.
Yeah. So day 4, y'all, things were winding down, and me and Jermaine, we just wanted to do a lot of relaxing on day 4 because we knew this was our last full day on the island. That morning we actually decided to go out for breakfast.
Yeah.
And there was a place on the resort called Southern Kitchen or Southern Kitchen Buffet or something like that. So where you just go in and they just had all types of breakfast, all types of drinks, anything you can think of, they had it. And it was, so good, y'all.
Absolutely.
So good.
Absolutely.
So I think that same day, we actually wanted to get off the resort and go mingle with some of the locals. And what we did, we had our butler to arrange transportation to take us outside of the resort, go check out some shopping areas and maybe a nice authentic restaurant, because they don't really have any authentic Jamaican restaurants on the resort.
Yeah.
But they ended up taking us in a tourist area anyway.
Yeah, and I think that's something they do maybe for our protection.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that they're taking us to a safe place that is, I guess, okayed by the resorts for the taxi cab drivers to take us. Now, if we would have called our own taxi, I don't know how we would have did that, but if we would have called our own taxi to come pick us up, then that taxi driver probably would have took us wherever we wanted to go.
Yeah.
But since our butler set it up for us, they made sure that they took us to a place that was safe and secure for tourists to travel at.
Yeah. And that was cool. You know, at the end of the day, I appreciated the fact that they were trying to protect us. And he wouldn't even let us eat any food off the street because of sanitation. But you know what? That day I was willing to just eat something off the street.
Yeah.
I wanted some good, authentic food.
Right. So one thing we asked them, we was like, hey, so we want to go to like the town area and we want to eat some street food. And he was like, what do you mean by street food?
Yeah. So
and so instead of, you know, taking us to eat the street food, he was like, how about I take you to a restaurant that I believe is 100% A-OK, it won't let you down. And it did not.
Yeah, and the place that he took us to was a place called Miss T's. And we'll insert a clip of what her place looks like. But it was good, y'all. Like, we were sitting outside. Jermaine, he ordered up some stuff, but I kept it real simple. We'll insert some pictures of the plates that we chose for our entrees, and we even invited our driver out to eat with us because we just wanted somebody local just to talk to. We wanted some realness. We really did.
I think the real reason why I did that was because it was just the whole vibe about the situation. Like, Jamaicans are real cool, chill, laid back. At least the ones that we've experienced over there, all of them was friendly. And I was telling them, I was like, if I've never been to New York here in the States, but if I went to New York and I met my taxi driver, I wouldn't invite our taxi driver in New York to come sit and break bread with us.
Yeah.
But our driver in Jamaica was so relaxed, so chill, so friendly. I was like, you know, why don't you come eat with us and you can share a little bit about Jamaica. And you know what it's like here.
And he did, and we appreciate Mr.
Maurice
Williams. I remember his name.
Yeah.
So that same day, we picked up a few things from shopping, and we went back to the resort. But we went to the beach side. We went and hung out on the beach. I think this was our second time hanging out at the beach, and Bay's gonna insert some clips for that too. So we spent a little bit of time on the beach, and when you're on a resort, guys, they're constantly wanting you to put a drink in your hand, or and it's supposed to be alcohol in these drinks, but to be honest, it tastes like fruit drinks the whole time I was there. And I wasn't trying to get tore up, but I did want a island drink from time to time.
Yeah, I don't think they it seemed like they didn't put too much alcohol in the drinks at all.
Yeah.
The entire time that we was there, I don't think we really had a buzz or anything like that.
Yeah, maybe that was the wise thing to do, just to keep as minimal alcohol as possible in these drinks, because things could probably get too bad. So that same day we went back to Southern Kitchen, but this time we went for dinner. And then we ended the night with a concert, and we'll insert some clips for this as well. But we went to a concert, and then we went to a couples game show, which turned out to be very entertaining. I enjoyed myself.
Come on, come on, come on. All right. Where is the most embarrassing place you've ever done the whoopee? Where is the most embarrassing place you've ever done the whoopee? Do not dress it up. We're all adults. Are we?
So on day 5, guys, our last day there, again, we did our usual. We went out for breakfast. And then we checked out of our room at 11 a.m. And what we did to just burn time until we actually took a trailway bus back to the airport. But we spent some time on the beach side, just looking out at the ocean. And we ate at the Jerk Shack again on that last day. Just, you know, we started out at the Jerk Shack and then we ended it with eating at the Jerk Shack. And we finally got our ride back to the airport. And when we got back to Montego Bay's airport, it was so packed in there, y'all.
Right. It was ridiculously packed.
Yeah.
How many people were leaving? I don't know, maybe because it was a Sunday. You know, the end of the week, and people just trying to get back home. But the line to go get to the check-in counter at the airport was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous.
We probably waited maybe a good 45 minutes.
I say an hour.
Yeah, just to get to the front of the line. So.
Yes.
But one good thing, again, what we did, just like when we came to the Montego Bay airport for the first time, we got in with Club Mobay. We also signed up with Club Mobay for the return flight, and I think that was very well worth it because Club Mobay had its own TSA security line. So we was able to get through that, and that should allow you to get through TSA a lot faster than going through the line that everybody else is going through. And then also, you know, being at the airport, there's a wait sometimes when you have to wait on the plane for departure. So instead of just waiting in the terminal area, we was able to go back down into Club Mobay. They gave us beef patty. Well, they had a menu of whatever it is that you wanted. I ordered beef patties and some fruit salad and different things like that, and they brought it to us all free of charge. It's all included with the Club Mobay package.
Right. And your girl was nervous again because it was time to get back on the airplane. So my husband, as sweet as he is, he scheduled a massage for me before I got back on the plane. And I also took some CBD that I bought off of the island, and it helped calm me down a bit about the flight to get back home. So once we got on the flight, we were back home late. We didn't get back home till 1 a.m. in the morning.
Right.
And it was just, man, just the traveling part, you know, between the airport and the planes and going right back home. It was exhausting.
Yeah,
but we made it back home, guys.
Sometimes you feel like you need a vacation from your vacation.
And we did that. After we came off of vacation, I took another week off from work, and that allowed me to just breathe and just relax until that Monday came.
Yeah. So overall, I feel like Sandals Ochi was great.
It was.
I would definitely do it again.
But me overall, I enjoyed Ocho Rios. But next time we will be planning a trip to Negril, which we heard is so much better than Ocho Rios. So we got to go ahead and get that into works.
Yeah, and I think the main piece of that is Ocho Rios, Sandals Ochi is separated. The resort is kind of separated. So in order to get to the beach side, you kind of had to take a bus or like a little shuttle. It's literally right across the street, but you wouldn't want to make that walk. So we had to take a shuttle from the pool side to get to the beach side. And next time I think we will probably want to stay at a resort where everything was just right there in one place, and so we want to have to really take a bus and have to wait on the bus to get there and different things like that. So that's really the only thing, but definitely want to check out more Sandals resorts. Absolutely had a great time. The food was good, the people was good, the customer service was awesome, and we're definitely going to do it again.
So that was our trip, guys. We know this video was quite long. We try to keep it as short as possible, but we wanted to get all the details that we can get in so you guys can just, you know, have something to think about when you take your trip to Jamaica. So today, there's no point of the day. There's really no song of today for this video, but we just thank you guys for tuning in. And Bae,
My son, I'm sorry. My son is in the back. I guess he's getting restless now because he had to be quiet for so long. Now he's, you know, stomping and throwing things around. Yeah, so that is our video. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we will see you next time. All right, peace.